This is Arunava Chaudhuri and you are on my YouTube channel Arunfoot. FC Goa on Wednesday night kicked off their AFC Champions League 2 campaign with a 0-2 loss to Iraqi giants Al-Zawraa in a game where FC Goa, unlike Mohun Bagan, showed grit, fighting spirit, some bit of football as well, but they fell short against what has to be termed a superior opponent. But I'd like to add, with a little bit of luck here or there, who knows, maybe FC Goa could have pulled off a 0-0 or a 1-1 draw. Al-Zawraa were overall the better team. They had more control of the ball. They had the better opportunities. Their football basics, their gameplay was much more mature. But FC Goa put up a fight. And that is, I think, or was the biggest difference compared to the lackluster performance by Mohun Bagan the night before. But the Iraqis, were better and stronger. And they started off with a bang, right? Chances within the first few seconds. Then Mohamed Qasim hits the crossbar in the 5th minute, and one could get worried and think, how is FC Goa going to get out of this and first of all stay in the game and then try and create something. FC Goa settled down. FC Goa, with free kicks, corners, tried to build on things. But towards the end of the first half, once had the feeling, maybe the Iraqis are getting closer to the goal. And then it happened, on the stroke of halftime in the 45th minute. Rezik Bani Hani, the Jordanian striker, with the 0-1 for Al-Zawraa. And if one thought it couldn't get worse, one thought at the start of the second half, the Iraqis are coming on. I think it was 35 or 30 seconds, 35 seconds into the second half, and they had a chance. But after that, FC Goa settled down. They started to play football. They did lose Ika Guruchena due to an injury, who captained the squad in the absence of someone else this season. And one could see that FC Goa was trying. FC Goa was trying to keep it together. Paul Moreno showed that he's a dependable defender as a centre-back. Nimjorji Tamang did a good job as a replacement for the injured Sandesh Chingan. David Timor, who picked up the position from Carl McHugh, did his job, showed in instances what he can create. Bora Herrera, who after the injury to Ika Guruchena became captain, tried a lot. And we were discussing this in the show during the live watch-along. Maybe he was sometimes trying a little bit too much. Dejan Drazic on the wing with Akash Sangwan trying to create stuff. Even though the game seemed to be more on the right, Boris Udanta trying their bit as well. Bryson later on in the game. And Hafiz Siverio as a striker, did have his chances here or there. But again, the class of the Iraqis showcased itself. Also, they had a lot of new players in their squad. And it was Nizar Mahmoud Al-Rashdan who would be my player of the match, if you would ask me, with a 95th minute second goal. And that was the end of the story. That was the end of the game. And that's the sad part for FC Goa, that they tried to push things, but it somehow wasn't to be. And they gave a good account of themselves. They gave a good account of Indian football, but the shortcomings were clearly visible. And that is something which I think we have to accept, that Al-Zawraa were the better team, better quality, and FC Goa will now go on to face tougher opposition in the Champions League, and it's not going to get easier for them. I think that's something that we need to remember. And yeah, the question now is, what does FC Goa do? They now have to travel to Tajikistan. On the 1st of October, they'll play Istiklal. They suffered a heavy loss to Al Nassr, 5-0 thrashing. And for Goa, yeah, let's see what they can do. But at least, unlike with Mohun Bagan Super Giants, FC Goa tried to play football. FC Goa tried to be in the game. And that, in my opinion, is already a big positive, a huge positive compared to the performance that Mohun Bagan put in. And therefore, credit to Manolo and his boys. But yeah, they were a little short on the night. What do you guys think? Do you agree? Do you disagree with me? You've got anything maybe else to add? Write those things down in the comments below. And as always, like, share and subscribe Arunfoot here on YouTube. Visit my other social medias. Visit arunfoot.com. And I'll be back very soon. So Arunava Chaudhuri signing off. Bye for now.